Hi, my name is Trevor from JTech. I'm going to show you how to diagnose an electrical problem on this Peterbilt. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up our dial test system so that way I know what code and what electrical system we're going to be diagnosing today. So we take our 6-pin connector and we connect it in here to the port. Make sure it's in there nice. And you also want to make sure that the key is on. Okay. Now you want to come over here. So we're going to connect to our engine, to the Caterpillar 3406E. Over here and connect. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to want to read the fault code so that way I can find out what electrical problem we have. Alright, looks like we have two codes. This one here is injector, and this one is the one that's active, so we're going to do the active code, which is a coolant temp sensor. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here on my truck Protoman, and I'm going to look up procedures on how to diagnose that problem. Alright, now we are on Protoman. So I guess what we'll do is start with the first step. Alright, it says we need to inspect the connector, do a pull test of 10 pounds, and make sure the connector is connected right. So let's go around over here on the other side of the engine to our temperature sensor is up here, tucked here next to the fan, but our connector is here. So the first test wanted us to make sure it was plugged in, so I'll make sure it's plugged in. Also pull on it a little bit. That nothing seems loose, nothing seems like it's out of ordinary. Okay. So now let's go back and look at the next step. I need to see the code. Alright, so now since we did step 1, we'll click out of step 1 and we'll go to step 2. Okay, it says connect cat ET, which is a similar program to our jowl test. It says turn ignition on. Alright, now it says establish a low volt fault code. Shorted high, we need to go to, and that's what it said, low fault, so we need to go to step 3. So we'll click on there. It says turn ignition off, disconnect sensor. Turn ignition on, use the jowl test system to inspect to see if the fault code goes open. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so we'll come up here, we'll turn the ignition off. Alright. And now we will go back over there and disconnect the sensor. Alright, so here's our sensor again, right here. We're just going to push down on this little tab, right here. Push down and pull, and it disconnects the sensor. Alright, now we'll go back over there and hook up our jowl test system to see if the short goes open. Okay, now we're back at our jowl test system. We need to turn the ignition key back on, like it said to. Like so. Alright, now we want to come over here and reconnect back to our Caterpillar 3406E. Alright, read fault codes. Alright, so our fault code did not change, so we need to go to the next step. Alright. So now it says we need to go to step 4. Alright, we're at step 4 now. It says turn ignition off, disconnect the ECM connector for check. Alright, now that we're on step 4, we need to turn ignition off, disconnect and inspect the ECM connector for corrosion or dampness. So let's go over there and do that. I've already turned the ignition off, so we're just going to go straight over to the ECM. Alright, here's our ECM. This one is connected to our This is our ECM right there. Right here. My hand's in the way. Okay, so we're just going to check, make sure there's no corrosion. Okay, that looks all right. 3. All right. Since we did we checked the connector. Now we need to go to step 3, which is ignition on. Use the damn. So now it says that we need to test once again on our jowl test system. So we'll come over here. We'll just hit the refresh button over here in the corner. Alright, so this step here, it says that we need to disconnect and inspect the ECM connector. So I have already gone ahead and disconnected the ECM, so let's go in there and check it. Okay. There's our ECM connector. I don't see no corrosion or nothing in there. There's also where the engine ECM connector plugs into. I don't see no corrosion, no moisture, no nothing in there. Alright, so now let's go to the next step. Now that we have inspected that connector and the ECM for corrosion, now it wants us to read the fault code again with the ignition on, which I've already done, to see if the ECM is working correctly, if it still gives the same code out. Alright, and I come over here and read fault codes. Okay, now of course, since we unhooked the ECM, there's going to be more fault codes, but the one we're looking for is temperature, and it stayed the same. So now, it says now that the ECM is okay, we go to step 5. Alright, it says now we need to disconnect questionable sensor at ECM, which is at the wiring harness, and we need to check resistance in between terminal 1 and terminal 2 on the connector, which is the 5 volt and common. Now we need to check resistance in terminal 1 and terminal 2, which is the common and the signal wire. Now we are going to go ohm the sensor that is over there on the other side of the motor. Alright, I've already preset up that system, so we'll go over there and look at it. Okay, so now we're back over here where the temperature sensor is. Alright, I've already hooked up jumper leads to the signal wire and the common here, connected with the green and black wire. I also have them connected here to my multimeter. We're going to change our multimeter over to ohms. Turn the light on so that way you can see. Okay. And it's about 2.9 million ohms. Okay. So we'll turn that off. We'll go back over there and check, see what it says. Alright, so now it was less than 20,000 ohms, so we need to go. So now it says that there's a short between the supply and the return circuit. So there's a short somewhere in the wire. So this is telling me, shit. Okay, so now this thing was less than 20,000 ohms. So it is telling me there's a short between the supply and return circuit. It says it says you need to find the short, repair or replace the wire, and verify repair. So way I'm going to verify that there is a short in the wiring harness is I'm going to go over here to my connecting pin on my ECM right here, and I'm going to put a T-pin in there, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to short the two wires together so that way we can find a short, so we can verify our short. I'll be back with you momentarily. And this is how you check for a short, and this is how you're going to check to see. Alright, and that's how you find a, that's how you diagnose to see if you have a signal wire, and this is how you diagnose to find out problems in your electrical system. Thanks for watching.